grid. Moz in first place, Incy in second, Molson in third, Chris in fourth, K3 in fifth, Benzo 6th, Sam Ginger 7th, Tony in 8th, Shameless Cash in 9th, Potsy 10th, Pickle 11th, Seabroad in 12th, and Firepower in 13th place. So not a great deal happening in the first race, unfortunately, as far as battles are concerned. But I'm sure these guys were just getting warmed up. And let's get this second race of 3 underway. Ultimate Racing League is sponsored by upshiftstore.co.uk and Handbridge Transport Limited. Ooh, looks like Incy's going to get a flyer off the start line once more as he goes after Moz. Looks like he's going to take him down the inside, and he does. Cracking start again from Incy, coming from that second place off the grid and takes the lead. Moz now fighting back, goes down the inside of Incy, does he? Don't think he's going to be quite close enough. Incy takes the wider line and just hangs on to the lead. Molson now. Where did Molson come from? I don't know, but he's there and he's looking for the lead. And great racing there from Molson, and hangs on to that second spot just from, well, he takes that second spot off Moz. Moz moves down into third now. Ooh, Moz, I thought he was going to look on the inside of Molson there. That's second thoughts. So Incy, a race leader, followed by Molson second, Moz in third, K3 and Benzo fourth and fifth. Really strange track, this one. I've got to be quite honest with you guys, I'm not really a fan of this track, but next week for the final round we're going to be back at Fuji, where we was in the first round, but I think we're going to have slightly difference on the times for the Fuji track in the final race as we did from the first one. So still looking good for Incy at the moment. Moz on the podium is currently in third. It's K3. Ben's having a good race here in fifth place, looking good for Benzo at the moment in the fifth. He's getting chased down by Tony in sixth, Sam's Ginger and Seabroad and Sam's Ginger swapping places every few seconds. Let's take a look at where we are. There's Sam's Ginger in seventh. There's Chris not too far behind him, and a bit of a lag on Seabroad's car, currently in ninth place. Then we've got Potsy, Firepower, then Shameless Cash. Back up with your front runners. Still looking good for Incy. Now here's a good little scrap. K3 Molson. Benzo also in the mix just behind Molson there as we go around this right hander. Loads of smoke coming off K3's car there, off his tyres. Let's go on board with Benzo, sorry, as he's looking to take Molson. Doing his level best is Benzo to get that fourth place off him, but Molson got a good drive out that corner. Around this right hander now. Chris is not too far behind in sixth place. Looks like Molson's just pulling away slightly from Ben. Ooh, Chris, as you can see there, just what a manoeuvre there by Chris So Chris takes that 5th position off Benzo. Came out of nowhere, did Chris on that one. Incy just gone through the big dipper. Getting chased down by his rival from the first race, which is Moz. Incy and Moz at it once more around that right-hander. And the top two, once again, pulling away from the rest of the pack. There goes K3 on Molson. Chris also in the mix in that 5th place, so we're not too far behind his Benzo. We've got Tony in 7th and Potsy in 8th place. 47.561 from your 2nd place guy, which is currently Moz. So Moz is really on it for this 2nd race of 3. Let's go towards the back of the pack, because it looks like it's pretty bunched up back here. Let's have a quick look. There's Sam's Ginger, there's Firepower in 13th, and currently last place. So I thought they were bunched up, but obviously they're not. So back up your leader once more, Incy. About 2.5, 2-second lead over Moz at the moment. 3rd, 4th, 5th, K3, Molson, Chris. And a good little fight here. Molson giving his tyres a good workout. Oh, what a pass there from Molson, takes that 3rd place. Great racing there from Molson. Take that 3rd position, keeps it nice and clean. Chris is pretty much on Molson. Looks like Chris is going to take him as well, is he? Yeah, he's got him, so Chris takes 3rd spot. Molson moves down into 4th. Good little fight there between 3rd and 4th. Still scrapping it out because Molson is, apart from giving his tyres a good workout, he's sticking with him. Let's go towards the back of the pack. I think we've got a little scrap out the back here. Not that close. Sort of looks a bit closer on the map, but Seabroad just standing on to that 12th place there from Firepower in 13th spot. Let's go on board with Moz as he looks to take well, it looks like he's getting a little bit closer to Incy, so right at the chuffer now as we come towards the Big Dipper. We go down the inside as Moz, I think, is going to take Incy, and he does. So good clean pass there from Moz. Take that 1st place off Incy. On board with Incy now. Quite at the halfway point in this 2nd race, so I'm sure these top 2 guys are going to be swapping places every few laps or so. Sticking with him though is Incy, not letting Moz get away. Round the big dipper once more. Through this left hand and then hard onto the power once more. Going through the gears. 110 mile an hour plus down the section of the track, 5th gear. Just going to stay with these two just for the time being, because everybody else is pretty much spread out. No major stuff going. Oh, Moss goes a little bit wide there, gives the opportunity for Incy to take him, which he does. So good pass there from Incy. Moss, though, as you can see there on the left hand side, fighting back. I was just going to swap down to another car, but I'll just stick with these just a little bit longer, because Moz is definitely close enough to make a manoeuvre on Incy. So just see how this gets on through these next few corners. Pulls out, has a look down the inside. Does Moz? Is he going to get him? I think he's got him, and he does. So Moss takes that first place back off Incy once more. So these top two guys swapping places every few corners or so. This is going to be a battle to the end between Moz and Incy. We're going to come back to these guys shortly as we just come over to the 11th minute mark, and we're going to have a look at let's have a look and see what Chris is doing. Well, Chris is on his own in 3rd place. It's definitely going to be a podium finish for Chris, barring any mistakes. That is Molson. Still giving his tyres a good workout. Is Molson currently in that 4th place. Not too far behind him really is K3. Still enough time for K3 to catch up to Molson. With about, what, 3.5 minutes remaining. And we've got Benzo, good 6th position there for Benzo. He's having a good race. And we've got Tony, Shameless Cash, Seabroad and Potsy. Potsy's not too far behind Seabroad. Then Firepower in the 11th place. So once again, pretty much of a similar race to the first race, this one. With everybody pretty much spread out, no major battles going off apart from these top two guys. Moz and Incy. Incy currently in 2nd place, fastest guy there, 47.533. Is the fastest guy on the track at present. Looking like Moz is actually pulling away a little bit now from Incy, so unfortunately Incy's carrying a wee small half a second penalty there, so that won't do Incy any favours as he's trying to stick with Moz. Right, as we come to the final few minutes, let's just have one more quick look down the pack. There's Chris and Molson, 3rd and 4th, K3. Not quite sure if K3 is going to have enough time to catch up to Molson as we come to the 14th minute mark. Benzo still in 6th, totally Shameless Cash. So let's go back with your leaders. Yeah, Moz now has definitely pulled quite a bit of a gap out on Incy. But Incy was carrying that penalty, which he's obviously got rid of now, which So it's looking like Moz is going to take the second race of 3. So this has got to be the final lap now, I would have thought. Played a bit of a blinder as Moz in this race really, because it was having a good little scrap for quite a few laps with In-Seat, but has pulled the right gap now. He's really on it as Moz, and he's going to take the win in this second race, which he does. So congratulations to Moz taking the win. Not all that far behind is In-Seat in second. Chris takes third. Molson's going to hang on to that 4th place. And there he goes over the line just about. There's Molson, 4th place for Molson. Good racing from him. K3 in 5th. Tony's going to take 6th just from Benzo in 7th. Good 7th there for Benzo. Same as Cash is going to bring him in 8th. Seabroad and Potsy, Pickle and Firepower. And then Sam's Ginger in 13th. So congratulations to Moz taking the win in the second race, and we'll see you in a bit for the third and final race.